Hey, welcome to a quick look of Jusant. I have brought my climbing buddy, Chase Kinnicky. My name is Bobby, and we're going to go up, Chase. Are you ready for it?
We gonna play some of that Jusant?
Just Ants. It's the follow-up to
no.
Grounded. Oops, Just Ants.
Uh-oh.
Chase, you and I, we did a Steam Next Fest stream on our Casual Mondays, which happens every Monday at 9 p.m. Central. You and I were pretty taken by that demo that we played. Yes?
Yeah, this game looks rad.
What do you know about said game?
Jusant, I'm pretty sure that's how we pronounce it. I mean, it's from Don't Nod, who... Are they French or are they French-Canadian?
I think that they're French-Canadian. I might be wrong.
There's some French in there. We know that for sure. No, they're from France. Paris, France. That's as France as you can get. Yeah, Don't Nod, French developer. Published by Don't Nod as well. Came out on Halloween.
Too spooky.
This game's really cool. It is $30 or $25.
Okay.
And it's out on brand new consoles. So PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. None of that last generation. No PS4.
None of that bullshit.
No Xbox One. None of that last generation Switch, right?
Yes.
Switch couldn't handle this grass. Like, look at that fucking grass,
dude.
You can't put that on
all right,
Switch.
this game's using Unreal Engine 5, and it is easily one of the best looking games I've played this year. I've just had my jaw on the floor with how well they do an atmosphere in this. This is I mean, there's a lot of storytelling happening with saying nothing at all. And
which is interesting, because Don't Nod games before, you think about Life is Strange, those are games that are all about talking.
Yes.
Like there is so much dialogue in those games. So to have a game that goes, what if we didn't do that? What if we told a relatively wordless story instead? I think is really interesting.
So let me pause it really quick just so I can set the stage for everybody. If you've made it this far into it, I've played this game quite a bit. I think I'm on like the 4th or 5th chapter. I think it's the 5th chapter. I think that there could be some spoilers. I say that because there are things that I might pick up and read, but it's more of just like telling you kind of what's happened. It's a post-apocalyptic situation. Jusant is a French word for a what did they say at the beginning of it? I believe it's like when a tide goes out and leaves. So it's dealing with water, and you're going to see things that might look like they were once underwater. I'll say that much.
To ebb.
Yes. So we are a little bit further into the game. That I just want to like preface that right now. This, if you are wanting to have a fresh run at it, I think it's a relatively short game. Maybe come back to this afterwards and just kind of see like how we felt about the game while talking through it. But let that be like right here. We're going to start going forward, and you might see stuff that you should not see if you are wanting a fresh playthrough.
How long to beat puts Jusant at 4 hours. If you want to do main and extra, it's a whole 5 hours, and the completionist is 9.5.
Okay.
That's a bit of a jump for completionist, but yeah, this is a game you beat in a weekend.
Yes, and I've been playing this in the evenings to get my mind away from Alan Wake. So it's kind of like QWOP in a way. So I'm using the left and right triggers, and the left thumbstick is moving my arm up, and I can grab and hold with the left trigger and then move up again with my right and hold that there. You can see I've got some anchor points I've put in on this wall, and I've found this lovely little contraption. If I hold down X, I'm now going to abandon my anchors in other locations, start over, and refill my stamina bar. It's a very forgiving stamina bar, by the way. They give you a lot of tools to just manage that while you're on the go. And each area that you uncover has some sort of new mechanic to help you navigate. This one is all about wind, and I'm experiencing this for the very first time. So we're going to jump up and see that we will get a little bit more wind carry with what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing those
yes,
wind chimes.
Yep.
Those contraptions on the right side of the
yes.
screen that's kind of telling you, and you're getting something and you're seeing like the wind breeze lines that are happening on your screen.
Yeah, and I think that we want to get over there, if I'm not mistaken. I can actually, yeah, I think this is where we need to be. Let me get my stamina back up a little bit, and we're gonna wait for the wind to blow in a way that we feel is right.
Okay. Well, left.
Yes, left. Okay, that did not work out how we wanted it to. Maybe let me get a little feeling about what's happening here.
There also just feels like there's maybe like a little bit of like the Team Eco games in here, like some shadow classes. I mean, yes, you're climbing, but it being kind of this wordless adventure, maybe there's something to that as well.
Yes, let me see if I can find anything over here. Yeah, this one definitely feels like with the grass, like Shadow of the Colossus is very prominent in this level here.
And there are different areas. Like the one we started in the Steam Next Fest version was more of like a sandy desert area. So seeing this kind of more lushy, grassy area is cool.
Yeah. That was not a good move. I'm sorry. I did. This is part of it. We're gonna figure this out. Okay. I know that we need to jump. I don't think it's that way.
It's gonna be a short, quick look if we don't figure it out.
Well, that's the beauty of these games. It's all about puzzling.
Or to be fair, I guess it could be a long, quick look if we don't figure this out.
Yeah, let me load the last checkpoint and start from there, and get my bearings. I was just running out of fucking stamina with what was going on there. All right, we know that we're going to go up here. So I'm going to place that guy down, and now we know that we're going to get that wind moving us up to grab. That's a very nice jump. We're going to do that one more time over here. And then I'm going to jam an anchor point in case we fall. We don't fall that far. I'm going to push it on the left thumbstick. That's going to allow me to get what little stamina we have back right now. And then this is where we need to get going. So I'm looking over here. I definitely see a ledge, but I think that we're going to want to go up. Shit, we want to go over here first. All right, so I know I can go up to a degree. And it says to look for the signs. And I know we're not going to go to the left. I don't think there's anything over there for us. But I feel like that's not...
There's no horizon, like golden, we're going to tell you exactly where to go.
Right.
In here.
Right. That's the truth. So I think that's the other thing too, is like there is a way to do that. If I went all the way back down, I could actually, I'll just do that here. If I go down to the bottom, I can pull up my little guy. So if I pull this out, he's going to hop up on our head. And if I look around with him, that's going to give you the waypoint. So we do want to go up to the left. All right. Okay. So we know that much.
So maybe it's just looking for one of those handhelds.
Well, yeah, I mean, the wind pattern does jump over to the left. Like, I have not seen it go to the right. Like, I know this one's going up right now. But if I keep going up here, back to where we were. Don't think I can grab those. Anything here that I can ping in? Nope. Okay. So we're going to wait for that wind, and then we're going to let it rip.
I mean, you've got that ring directly to your left. Was that something?
Oh. Which ring?
Like that, right above the contraption. But yeah, it looks like you got it.
So now we're cruising, baby.
Okay.
Got more wind going up.
Some of the handholds are more man-made, and some of them are more natural like this.
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh.
Let me just rest for a second. And when that wind blows, I'll be able to jump up. Nope. All right, let me get rid of that anchor point, come back down here and grab this one.
Okay.
And we're going to work back up. And I know where I got to go. I just got to wait for the wind and time this out.
You much of a climber in real life, Bobby?
Hell no. I'm too big and too tall for that. Fuck that shit, dude. Yeah. Like, people, like, look, I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum. But people who go into caves and people who like to climb, You all are
the
wild.
The cave thing, I don't get it. I'm absolutely just gonna get stuck and die.
Shit.
That's okay. Yep, good. um, but I I think I climbed once. It was like a middle school or maybe high school. I think it was middle school. Middle school like birthday party where you go to the rock climbing gym and.
No man, they see me and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna be a great anchor."
Oh yeah, I didn't enjoy myself at all. Like did you do like the physical fitness test stuff in school?
No attempt.
Well,
Yes.
yeah. So I felt pretty good about doing most of those things in school. Like I was really good at the. God, this is gonna sound sad when it's the first one I say. I was really good at the stretches.
Yeah, of course.
But I also, I wasn't the fastest kid, but like I enjoyed doing like shuttle run and stuff like that. Like that stuff was fine. And then you got to the pull-up bar. And I went,
No
nope,
thanks.
can't do that. And I don't think I ever successfully did a pull-up in my entire
No, we're not
my entire
designed for
school
doing
career.
pull-ups. Why on earth
And
would?
then you had these just tiny little motherfuckers who had like the highest metabolisms ever and could never put on any sort of weight, and they would just go and do them all fucking day. It's like, come on, man, you're making the rest of us look bad. This is bullshit. And then it'd be my turn, and I just hang there. And they're like, can you do something? I was like, I am doing something. It's like, well, it doesn't look like it. It's
I'm
like,
trying really hard.
I know it doesn't look like I'm doing anything, but I promise you, I'm fucking dying over here.
Let my man climb.
I will say, I really enjoyed this last Olympics where they had the speed climbing event.
Yes.
I watched the hell out of that and found it to be fascinating. I thought
nice.
That stuff was really, really cool. And here's one of these things where you're gonna groan. I don't think this is on our list. Actually, let me make sure it's on our list.
No, damn it, Bobby.
Yeah, it's on our list. We're good. I watched an anime at one point was about climbing, and it wasn't a very good anime, but the people who made it at least knew enough about climbing.
That wind's getting me. God, the wind.
Or they at least researched enough about climbing to like learn about terminology and stuff like that. So I had watched that anime before, and then when I saw it as an Olympic sport and was watching the event, I went, oh, I know why they're doing this. I understand that wording because I watched this anime,
Chase,
which whatever. But it was really cool to know
nobody's
more about the world.
Cashing in points to hear about anime on this quick look.
Fair enough. But I do think the mechanics of climbing is interesting, and like when you take jumps and where you're supposed to find handholds and understanding about.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second because I need to talk about a new mechanic.
Please.
So your little creature can bring life back. You can see here that I've pinged into this and now it's grown. So I can actually grab over onto these now.
Okay, sure.
And I'm going to do that here. And so that was a really big mechanic in one of the previous locations. But this little critter on your back is very helpful and necessary for some of those there. So I just wanted to call that out because you're like, what's he doing? Why is he flashing that?
No.
So I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just want to let you know what's going on there.
You're talking about the video game, which I think
yes.
is important. I'm trying to remember.
All right, let's place that here.
The term for like getting to the top. It's
ascent.
Well, but it's like they have a word for it. Like it's not, hey, I made it to the top. It's hey, It's not clamber. I think it does start with a C though. I don't know. I'm now looking up this glossary of rock climbing terms.
God.
Just to see. We'll find something.
Come on. This one's
your guy could
more
use a
technical.
chalk bag, I'll tell you that.
Yes. Come on. Let's get over there. Come on. Come on. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, I don't want to get too far because I need to get over on the left. All right, we're going to grab this. Hell yeah. No, 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 no. God damn it.
Bobby, I think you're cranking too hard.
Cranking.
Cranking means to pull on a climbing hold as hard as possible.
I was cranking it. All right.
Yeah. 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 Uh-huh.
I was cranking,
Yep.
cranking hard.
Yeah, and now you've got some crampons.
There we go. Okay. Okay, sweet. We're gonna get this guy here. Whew. Man, this is glad we're doing a quick look at this level because this is the most technical I've had to be. Up and grab. So this is, I mean, it is a puzzle platformer in a lot of ways. Just there's no, I guess there's jumping to a degree, but it is definitely not holding your hand as you guys saw at the beginning of it. Like that's a very real approach to this game. You have to use a little bit of the context clues that you learned from prior areas. Okay, I need to get over to this one. There we go. There we go. Come on. Put your left hand forward. Grab that one. Go. There we are. Woo. Let's rest for a second. Get up here. We're going to go a little bit further, and then I don't want to give away too much, but I want to get to a spot where we can maybe just show off a little bit of what you're exploring when you get to these points. Like this is the farthest I've gone without like a walk for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like this is a lot of climbing, which that's all right. That's what the game's about.
Yeah.
Okay. And also that little thing that I just unlocked will, if you're in the sun, they're timed. They can only be exposed for a period there. All right. We made it up. Let's detach our rope and do a little exploring here. I think the overall world design is phenomenal. I think the way that everything looks, the lighting, and a lot of what you're finding is being talked about through words like this. So the Jusant continues to carry the ocean away. Last we heard, on the sun side, the temperature keeps on rising. Here, a storm is raging and doesn't seem to be letting up. Everything around us is coming to a standstill, or maybe we've been at a standstill for too long. We won't be able to nest on the mill much longer. And then talking a little bit about why there's nobody else here. Like I've not seen anything else besides animals and this little sweet thing that we got here that we hang out with.
Yeah.
So we'll do a little bit more walking through here to show some of the location.
You know, an interesting thing to note, I don't know if this was the inspiration here, but the next Summer Olympics is in Paris.
Oh, really?
And there will be sport climbing in there as well. So I wonder if it's possible somebody saw. In fact, there look, those are the rings.
The rings of the Olympics. Yeah, they fucking did it.
We found them. We found them. We understand. This is what's happening here. But yeah, this is cool. Like we said, we're not climbers. This is not a thing we do. But I do find this stuff to be pretty cool and pretty fascinating as a sport, and seeing it turned into a video game. There have been other climbing video games for sure. I mean, you've got your Assassin's Creeds.
Yes, your hardcore parkours.
The Ubisoft one, Grow Home.
Oh yeah. This has a very similar mechanic, like the way that you would latch on and grow home. It's very similar to this here.
Yeah, that's. I mean, hey, they should make more games like Grow Home.
Yeah.
They made one sequel to that game, which was also very good. But
was that just called Grow Home 2? Was that what that was?
It was called Grow Up, I believe.
Grow Up. Clever. All right, this one is pretty collapsed in here. Well, maybe we call it here. Within you see me flailing around quite a bit. I think that, again, this is a puzzle game. We don't want to give away everything by any stretch, but
yeah. So I mean, you get a little bit of Shadow of the Colossus. You get a little bit of Journey.
A lot of journey for sure.
A little bit of Horizon and or Uncharted here with some of the climbing stuff too. But I like that the climbing itself is more mechanical than than just like an Uncharted where okay, like Nathan Drake has as much stamina ever, and you're just kind of going through and finding the path, whereas this one is more about solving the puzzle of a climb, and I think that's really cool. Also, this game looks fucking gorgeous. Did we mention that?
It is absolutely breathtaking. It is one of the best styles of games I've seen this year, maybe in the last few years. Like I'm like, oh, I'm playing a next gen game. Like I've absolutely felt that way multiple times. It is incredible at what it's setting out to do. Very confident in what it's trying to do, and quite the departure for Don't Nod. This seems very different than what I'm used to from that studio. But if you're into what we're doing here, we are live on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Mondays and Fridays we play games together. We're usually joined by our other co-host Johnny on Fridays and Wednesdays when we're recording live. Chase and I play games, as we mentioned. We played the demo for this for our coverage of the Steam Next Fest. And if you're into that sort of thing, like and subscribe wherever you're watching this. We want you to be able to hang out and spend time with us. We have a lot of fun. As I mentioned, we record a podcast. You can find that podcast every place that podcasts are recorded and published Friday mornings. Chase, thanks for helping me find my footing here and for a little insight into your unknown but known now love of climbing, or appreciation, I should say.
You know, if this was Skyrim and you had a horse, you'd already be at the top.
I'd be at the top, man. You see that mountain over there? It just works. We had a lot of fun showing this off to you. I'm looking forward to talking more about Jusant in the weeks to come. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you all very soon.